Greetings, it's 2:52 a.m. It is August 5th. I just want to go over some data that I got off the satellite at 10:30 August 4th, and we'll review that. I'll start by saying I'm not noticing anything major breaking out right now. Okay, so there is the stats for the fire on August 4th at 9:30, and you can take a look on the screen there. We're sitting at 21,331 hotspots at 9:30. That's 8:30 p.m. PST time. Now if we go to 10:30 p.m. PST time, the hotspot count has actually dropped. Now, when I first saw that, I wanted to start cheering. Our guys are winning. But there's something that needs to be verified. So there we have it. Less 911 hotspot counts. However, when I look at the data for the hectares burned, they have also dropped. And they've dropped by 5,375. Now, once a hectare's burned, it's burned. So maybe they're recalculating the size of the perimeter, and that's why the hotspot count dropped. I'm going to take it as a win. So our firefighters are doing great, and hotspot count is down. Good. Now we're going over to the beta program at the NRC. I'm going to do those slow rolls again and take a look at what's happened in the last 6 hours. You're looking at it right now. That's the area north of Highway 1, east of Cache Creek, 6 hours ago. There's the 6 to 12 hour count. So you can see that there's been no new hotspots in 6 hours. And there's the count at 12 to 24 hours. That was the material that was burning and perhaps is still burning. But there's been no new ones. Okay, now we're over at Highway 97, Highway 99 junction, where the Sea to Sky, Hat Creek Ranch. Hotspots in the last 6 hours. As of 10:30 PST, no new ones. There's the hotspots that were generated at 6 to 12 hours ago. You can see a lot of that patterning. And then if we go back in time, there's all the hotspots burning. So I'm showing you in reverse so you can see right away that there's no new hotspots. Do notice that one on the south of Highway 99, please. Okay, moving up to Loon Lake Road there. 6 hours. In the last 6 hours, no new hotspots. That's good. There's the hotspots that were generated 12 hours ago. And here's the hotspots that have been burning. So, no new hotspots in the last 6 hours as of 10:30 PST. Now we're going to go up to Clinton. Okay, that's 6 hours. 6 hours, no new hotspots. There's 12 hours ago. We've got 6 there. Now I'm not seeing those hotspots that were down the hill, and I'm not sure about that. They show up on another satellite model. So here's at the 12 to 24 range. That's the area that's burning now. And keep in mind there's a disclaimer on that. Those hotspots could be within 500 meters. And depending on the satellite position, I guess the angle it's shooting at, I'm not sure of the technology behind that. Okay, there's the hotspots that are burning around the chasm as of 12 hours ago, the new ones that cropped up. But in the last 6 hours, prior to 10:30, PST, yesterday evening, there were no new hotspots. And that's very good. Okay, the northern front, in the last 6 hours, nothing new. At 12 hours, we saw a high degree of patterning there. They're working on burning back the brush. And there's what's burning as of 24 hours ago. So there is some intensity there, but there's also that patterning overlaid. And we've got to assume, because we're not there, or I'm not there, I've got to assume that that's part of their control strategy. Okay, this was the northeast flank. Now, I was hesitant to post this data because by the time I get the video done in a wildfire situation, things can happen quickly. So this is just reviewing up to 10:30 p.m. on August 4th. Okay, there's the 24-hour period in that area. You can see that intensity south of Upper Loon Lake and why they're so concerned about Vidette. There is an evacuation order for Vidette right now. Okay, we're going south at High Heam, and no new. There's at 12 hours. We see a lot of the patterning along the old Scotty Creek Road and Brigade Creek, and now this is what's burning as of the last 24 hours. Okay, now we're looking at that crucial area that's expanded so rapidly. This is 6 hours. No new hotspots. There we see 12 hours prior when there was that flurry of activity. We talked about it in the video prior. And there's the situation from 24 hours. So this is an area that we've got to watch. I see the hotspots that were south of the highway there towards Juniper Beach. That's a concern. I'm sure crews are aware of this. They're getting satellite data very specific to their own situation. This is something that their command center is analyzing. They have people looking at what's showing up on the infrared. Now we're at 12 hours ago. This is what was developing. And a lot of that is that pattern burning in order to eliminate the threat as the fire progresses. Okay, now that's at 24 hours. This is where the intensity is and what's showing up. Okay, I want to go over to Mobile BC Fire Map Plus. This is, you can access this through a link, and it's in the description. I'm looking at the Vidette NASA satellite system. I've got it all on. I want to know everything. And this gives you an idea of what you'll see on that selection in the left-hand side layers. Now I'm going over to the MOTIS, and it's a different patterning, and it's two different sources of data in one system. Now, me personally, I would turn it all on. I want to know if anything shows up. So you can go to that link and personally customize what you're seeing for your area, and that may help you determine your course of action. Again, this is a different satellite system. It looks a little bit different, but I do find it's quite responsive, and it was the one that kind of scooped us and gave us the heads up on the outbreak on the southwest flank that was approaching Highway 99 last evening, early in the morning. This is where it popped up. Now, they've got a write-up on the side under the information icon, and it does say that it's a 24-hour and a 48-hour data upload, I guess. And however, I find that it was actually showing information that was fairly relevant and timely in this dynamic situation. So I like that system, but I want to compare it with others. So that's what we're doing here right now. I hope this helps you out. And again, we have different stats on the number of hotspot counts. 2 hours later says that the hotspot count went down. Yes, to our crews, I'm going to take it as a win, but at the same time, very, very volatile situation. Over on the eastern flank, we have those northwest winds pushing the fire southeastwards. It's put Vidette on evacuation order, and they should be very careful in that area. I'm very concerned about Skitcheson First Nation and the Deadman River community. It's a populated area. There's a lot of people there. We want them to be safe. So examine your position. Know what's happening around you. Be prepared. Be on watch. Take turns looking out for each other. Thank you, and we'll check back as soon as possible.